Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my March grocery haul. I went to Walmart, Aldi, and Sam's, and normally throughout the month I make a list on my phone for Sam's, Walmart, and Aldi, and it includes things that I want to buy for groceries for making our meals for the following month, as well as anything from our pantry, freezers, or even cleaning products and household products that need to be restocked in our house. Because if you're new here, I like to keep anywhere from 6 to 12 months worth of household items. It's such a time saver and a money saver. I can purchase things when they go on sale, and when we get low, I can just go restock. There's never a time when toilet paper, toothpaste, deodorant, shampoo cannot be found in our house because I keep plenty stocked up, and that's very handy with 8 children. So today I did a typical grocery haul for the entire month of March. I will go back midway for fresh produce. Let's see what I got. I started at Sam's and I picked up a 10-pound bag of potatoes. I was really glad to see the price of potatoes has come back down a good bit. This 10-pound bag was just over $5. I debated between the 6-pound bag of sweet onions or the 10-pound bag of white onions, but I decided since spring is here and these sweet onions are going to be better and better as the weeks go on, I went with the sweet onions. I also needed a new box of our favorite pencils because pencils disappear like socks around here. I got 12 pounds of butter. I am really hoping as Penny gets out on spring pasture that her cream will be in abundance and I can go back to making the majority of our butter. However, that is one thing I am not willing to run low on, so picking up these 12 pounds and sticking them in the freezer will give me a bit of a cushion until I can start making our own again. There are really mixed opinions in my house as to whether or not my children like seafood, but whenever I find salmon fillets on sale, I do pick them up because I do like to try and serve fish a couple of times a month. So this salmon fillet was $9 off. So I picked that up and I'm actually making it tonight with butter pesto, and we will serve it with veggies and roasted sweet potatoes. It has become kind of a fun challenge to figure out how much of each different cut of meat we go through in a month. We are currently a family of 8. We do have 8 children, but our oldest 2 are grown and no longer live here full time. And one of the things that I have realized is these 3 packs of bacon will last us a full month if I get 3 of them. So that's 9 packages of bacon in a month, and it allows us to have bacon for breakfast whenever we'd like, an occasional BLT, and we are just about on the last package towards the very last few days of the month. It sure would be nice if I had a master list of meat that I purchase every month. It would make my first of the month shopping so much easier. Another one of those items is pork tenderloin. These twin packs of pork tenderloin at Sam's Club actually have 4 inside. There are 2 in each sides of the twin pack, and they run anywhere from about $9 to $13 depending on the weight. And one of these twin packs will serve us dinner and give a little bit of leftovers for lunch the next day. But it is a family favorite, so I purchase 3 of these twin packs per month. Another thing that my family has grown quite fond of is chuck roast. So I have been purchasing 1, sometimes 2, if I find them on sale, of these double packs of chuck roast from Sam's Club. This one was $30, and they will last 2 meals. So I will typically do both of them in the crock pot or the Instant Pot. One of them we will serve as a traditional roast with potatoes and carrots and onion. The other I will season really well and shred up and use in something like a French dip sandwich. That went over really well the last time that I did it, and the kids said to please put that on the regular menu. These steaks are a bit of a treat. This is a 3-pack of ribeye. It is my husband's favorite cut of steak, and he has been on the carnivore diet for several months now. So I try to pick up steak when I find it on sale. This time that I went to Sam's, I did not find any meat marked down, which was really disappointing. I guess I need to go more often. I may even ask the butcher next time I'm there if there are specific days of the week that the meat tends to get marked down so I can make sure I am there on those days. When I bring steaks home, I typically will take them out of the package, season them individually with Montreal steak seasoning, and then wrap them individually with plastic wrap, stick them in a gallon bag in the freezer, and then when I'm ready to put them in the sous vide, I can just take them straight out of the freezer in the gallon bags, defrost or don't, it doesn't really matter as long as I have enough time, and I put them in the sous vide for 133 degrees for anywhere from 5 to 8 hours, and then sear them off in the skillet before serving, and they are the perfect medium rare with just the right seasoning. It's amazing, our very favorite. Moving on to some fresh produce. Now, this is a perfect example of why I never seem to have success doing a curbside pickup order from Sam's. All of this fresh produce was marked out of stock on the app, but I go into the store and there's plenty. So I got this box of spring mix. We will use this to make salad throughout the week, often as a side dish with our dinner. And I also picked up that container of blueberries to the left for just over $5. I got 2 rotisserie chickens because it's really convenient to purchase 2 at the beginning of the month, take all the meat off the bone, use the carcasses to make about 14 quarts of chicken stock, and then I've got 2-gallon bags of meat to be used throughout the month. I also restocked some of our nonstick spray and 1 more container of avocado oil for the pantry. My entire house is quite serious about our cheeses. I have several pounds of sharp cheddar in the fridge already, and I picked up 1 more 2-pound block. Also a package of sliced baby Swiss and a 2-pound block of fresh Parmesan. This is great to be grated over pasta dishes, put in salads, and then I save the rind to go in soups, which add an incredible element of flavor as well. I have also found a sweet spot for these low-carb tortillas. I think if I typically buy 4 or 5 packages, they will last us the majority of the month. And if I run out before grocery shopping again, then I just make our own. Fresh, of course, is better, but mine are not low carb, and I do appreciate the low carb factor in these. Moving on to another necessity in our house, and that is toilet paper. I typically will buy 2 of these big packages a month. They are $22. I think before COVID they were about $19, so a $3 markup isn't too terribly bad, but I get 2 of these a month. We only go through 1, which means even if we open the second one, we are just about putting a whole one in kind of our storage every month. And goodness knows, after 2020, it never hurts to have some backup toilet paper. I had avocados on my list, but let's face it, you can buy a bag of 5 or 6 avocados and they may be ready 6 or 7 days apart from each other to actually be eaten and used. But I found if I purchased this pack of 16 avocado cups, I believe each cup is the equivalent of half of an avocado. They get used however my kids see fit, and they don't go bad. They stay fresh for a good month or so. I haven't had my beloved roasted Brussels sprouts in a couple of weeks now because the ones at Walmart are just sad, and Sam's Club was sold out. So I was thrilled to purchase these 2 bags, and I intend to purchase 2 more bags in a week or 2 when I go back. We actually had some with our dinner last night, and these bags are just over $4 a piece. It's not exactly apple season, but these Cosmic Crisp apples, a 4-pound bag, were just $5 and some change. So I picked up 1 bag, and I will probably pick up another bag next week. My youngest son has been eating them every day, at least 1, sometimes twice. My oldest daughter put in a request for bone-in pork chops, which is what we served for dinner last night. It was a huge hit, and everyone agreed that for some reason, having a bone in your meat makes the meat taste better. And we got to give the biggest bone to our dog. Unfortunately, I had done my Walmart trip several days before, and I did not film it because I was in a massive hurry when I unloaded the car. But this is the stuff that was still left on the kitchen island, so I thought I'd share. This is my very favorite all-season candle that I like to burn in the kitchen, lemon balm and cedar. It's $9.99, I think, and I buy 2 at a time typically, and they last me a couple months. I've also been needing to restock our Band-Aids. It's amazing how often you just need a Band-Aid for some random thing, and in my house, they have been nowhere to be found. I picked up 2 bunches of bananas, and my husband and I found this no sugar. It's basically like beef jerky, except it's just called dried beef, but it's sugar-free, which is pretty hard to find in beef jerky. And this is chili lime, and it is fantastic. I highly recommend it if you like that sort of snack. Of course, a 5-pound bag of mandarin oranges because my kids go through several of those a day, and our favorite tomato medley. It's just a smaller version at Walmart than I would typically buy at Sam's. Moving on to Aldi, I refilled our freezer for the month. This is 8 packages of sausage links. I actually discovered that the ones at Aldi are about 50 cents cheaper per package than the ones at Walmart. I got 4 jars of salsa. I am really optimistic that this will be the last salsa I purchase until my tomatoes start coming in from the garden and we can our own. I also got 6 jars of marinara sauce. Same hopes there that it will be my last purchase, but probably not quite my last purchase of marinara. These are our favorite deluxe mixed nuts. They have cashews, almonds, pistachios, pecans, and macadamia nuts, and they're just perfectly roasted and salted. They're about $12 per package. I buy 2, and that lasts my husband and I through the month. We typically just have a tiny little snack bowl at a time. These seasoned fries were totally a splurge. Well, not financially a splurge, but I wouldn't normally buy fries. But my oldest daughter, as I've mentioned many times before, her love language is fried potatoes, so I picked those up for her. Aldi's generic version of Rice Krispies is under $2 for this big box. And I've just been keeping 2 boxes at a time, about 2 boxes a month. And I'd say about once a week when I am getting my youngest 2 ready for school, I end up pouring them a bowl of Rice Krispies with sliced banana and our raw milk. And you know what? I consider it a pretty decently healthy breakfast. There's no sugar, it contains fruit, and it has all the healthy fats and protein from Penny's raw milk. The rest of my Walmart order included quite a few containers of Oikos 000 yogurt, as well as some sandwich meat and cheese, and I can't remember what else. But my total at Walmart was $175. My total at Aldi was $65, and my total at Sam's was just over $400. This will get us through the majority of the month. I will just go back once in about 2 weeks for some extra produce. I actually plan to sit down with my master dinner menu that I shared with you guys a few weeks ago and see what all the basic list of ingredients are for the meals that I put on that list and see how I can simplify my master list for Walmart, Aldi, and Sam's on a monthly basis. And then I can just pull those up on my phone every month, mark out the ones that I don't need, and put quantities next to the things that I do need to help simplify this monthly trip. Thanks for hanging out with me for another grocery haul, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.